Hey, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're already a visitor here. I have another Japanese planner product to show you. This one is, again, by Nolty. This is the Business Basic Diary. It's in an A5 size, and it is the 2020 April start. This big words, big abbreviations here, PDCA stands for Plan, Do, Check, and Action. So this is a system of goal planning and reaching your goals and getting things done. So if you're familiar with like the getting things done format or time matrix through Franklin Covey, then this should be pretty familiar to you in regards to how a system is used to, well, bottom line, get things done. And this is geared towards people who, have a job or business, but it can be used for anybody. So I've been using it for going on my third week. So I'm going to show you how it looks with the pages having nothing written on them. And then I'm going to show you how my pages have looked and how I've used it. But here's the paper band, and it has English on it, but mostly a lot of Japanese. And it just mainly talks about the system. And then here's the back, and talks again about the system and reaching your goals. The inside will also show you there's additional training, and it's in Japanese. So unless you know Japanese, this training site and material won't do you any good unless you're somewhat like me, who likes the challenge of using a translate app and figuring things out. But yes, so there's a whole training course on the PDCA system, and then some more information about the PDA system. So I'm going to take this off, and I ordered this through Amazon Japan, and let's see. I ordered it May 4th, and I received it like the following week. And it was about, with shipping from Amazon Japan up, it's 35.27 Japanese yen, so about 35 bucks in US dollars. So it has this nice plastic cover. It has a texture to it, and it has the year on the top. There's no branding on the back. And then, excuse my voice, when you open it up, it has no pockets other than where the book slides in. So you can take this book out and put it in your favorite cover, or keep it in this. And I will tell you this, I've been using my Hobonichi Cousin cover, and I just put the whole thing, even with the plastic cover, right inside of the Hobonichi Cousin cover, and it fits perfectly. So it has the year, I guess the year Nolty started its business, 1949. That's 2020. In the back, it has a whole supplemental book of the PDCA system. So when I show pictures in the Japanese Facebook group, someone asked me, are these as a stencil? And no, I've not found that Nolty has any kind of special stencil with these. This is just, I guess, icons to show you the different areas of life, And so it's a whole supplemental booklet, and I was able to read this again using the translate app on my phone. So if you have an iPhone or Android, with the iPhone, it's already built into the camera, And depending on your Android phone, you might have to download a Translate app from the Google Play Store. But it's very simple, I find the Google Translate app the most effective. And so as you can see, this shows you here these arrows and about the plan, do, check, action. So it just goes through the whole thing and shows you how the pages of the week looks and how it's broken down. Yeah, and I've actually enjoyed going over this. And then in the back, you see this card pocket. Actually, that did not come like that. I added this adhesive pocket, thinking I could put my stencil, my Hobonichi stencil in there, or business card in there. But it does come with a pin loop. All right, so I'm going to go back to the front and show you how the book itself breaks down. So here is like the Nolty Scola. If you saw my previous video on that, which was geared more towards students, it had the same page here. This is where you would write your goals. You can even doodle or tape some pictures there in regards to your goals, or just put a family picture there and not have it, you know, focused on goals at all. But that's what this is. It's for your goals. The next page is on 2 pages your calendar at a glance. So you got the 2020. It does start with January, although this is an April start. So you get all the 2020, then you get 2021, and you get the previous year of 2019, which I'm not sure why that really need to be in there. But I guess if you're someone who's in, you know, in the business field, maybe you might want to refer back to a date or something. And then you have the Japanese holidays here on the bottom for 2020. The next page is a yearly plan, and it says it right here in English. There's no Japanese on here. And so if you have some different goals by month that you're trying to reach, so April through all the way to March of 2021, you could put those here. And I'm going to raise this up. As you can see, it's all grid. And then down below is just a wide area for additional notes, and it's all in grid. Now, I haven't used this page yet because I use Power Sheets for my goal planning. But you could use it for something else. Maybe it could be projects. It could be maybe you're tracking health. But there's different blocks. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 separate sections, but you can use, and there's 1, 2, 3. In each section, there's 4. You can just use it all the way down without putting as categories if you want. And then it goes into the month per page. And this is just like the Nolty Scola. So it's not a month on 2 pages, but it's a month on 1 page. And you have here on the top where you can put your major goal for the month. The days of the week, it's a Monday start, and it's all in English. Sunday is this pinkish red color. And then within the boxes is the date in Japanese. But it's all right here, easy for someone who doesn't know Japanese. And then also your holidays in Japan are going to be in red. And then here is check-in action. So it's checking in, how did the month go? And then what's your next actions to move over to the next month? And then here you can give your month a score, and there's 5 stars. Now, maybe you don't want to use it here and doing a monthly review, and that's pretty much what this is. Maybe you want to put your major tasks for the month here. Um, you're free to, use it how you wish, but that's how it's set up, to check in and plan for the following month and move forward to reach your goals. So this is March, and then April, and then this is my May. My major goal for the month was increase my credit score. And if you're wondering about these gray lines, it's when I'm on call and I use the mild liners. So you get all the months all the way to April of 2021. And then it goes right into your weekly. So all the months are together, and then all your weeklies are together. And I'm going to raise this up so you guys can see this a little closer. But you do have in English, it says right here, there's, it starts with February through March. So February has 29 days. And so then March 1st was on a Sunday. So it kind of runs into like that. The holiday for February 24th in Japan is highlighted here in this red pinkish color. See? And then the weekend is in the pink color. On the top you have this shaded area, so you can put maybe your major things going on for the week. If you have, maybe you're in a conference. So, and right now I don't think anybody's going to any conferences in person anywhere around the world, but if you have a conference, so the conference, you say conference in, I don't know, at the Hilton Hotel or something. And then you can draw a line going across how many days you're going to be at the Hilton. Or what I've been using this for is my main things going on that day. So, or the things I need to get done. I mean, like I must get those things done. So I will put them right here on my day up on the top. And then the timeline starts with a dot right before the 8. So again, this is geared towards those in business. So business hours, the typical business hours. It starts really at 8 o'clock, but with a dot before that. And I start work at 7. So I just circle that as my starting my work schedule. And then I draw a line to the end of my work schedule every day. But the timeline goes all the way to 23 and with a dot right after it. So 11, you could say 11:30. You guys can see that. Okay. And each column is the same size. The weekends are not combined. And then you have this big space here over the which is gridded for any notes or additional lists. On the top here, you have your goal for the week. Then you also have your previous month calendar, so February, and then you have March here for the current for this week. And then this is where the PDCA system falls in place with a planning matrix. So you can see it says to-do list. Okay, and then you can barely see it, but this is shaded here on the top. There are numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this talks about importance. It's in Japanese. And there's these arrows. Barely see. Can you see that? So what we have here is number 1, these are your top things that you have to get done that day. And then number 2, to number 3, and to number 4. A time matrix. And then here you have a check. So here, this is where I do my weekend review. And it has the stars. How did the week go? Did I get everything done? Did I work out? How was my workout? Did I complete that major project this week like I had planned? So this is, or did I not call my aunt when I had planned to do that because she's been sick? And why didn't I do that? Did something going on regarding my schedule that caused me not to do that? Or did I waste a lot of time watching YouTube? Am I on social media too much? That's where you can just be honest with yourself and check in. And then you have your next action here. And then this here box here is advice. So if you're in business or even family, maybe you have a family member that gave you some advice. Maybe you had a boss that gave you some advice, and so you can write it here. Or maybe somebody, you know, instead of advice, recommendation. They recommended you go to this restaurant. Maybe they recommended you get this juicer because you're working on your health. So you could put that there. And then the next week is the same, except then you're going to have the current month and then the next month calendar at a glance. And I really like seeing that. And the current week is going to be shaded. So you get all those like that. And then this goes all the way to, there you go. You get March 2021 to April 4th of 2021 for weeklies. And then you get a bunch of grid pages. And so what I do, and it's kind of a little sloppy, is I create an index and I number the bottom of the pages. So you get all the way to here, you get a significant amount of grid pages to use. And then you have that Japanese type of calendar. It has a birth year and age and a significant event, the year of your birth. And then you get some maps. And the maps have some lined areas here. So if you're traveling in Japan, maybe there's a spot you do want to go to, you can visit. You can write it there or however you want. So you get several. And the subway. And then in the back is check. So now you're going to the end of the year, or the end of the year of this planner, which would be in March of next year. You do a check. What went well, and give yourself a score. And put the date that you did the review. Actions, what do you have planned for next time, for next year? And then any major advice you received. And there you go. All right, so this is the PDCA system, and this is how my week went, my first week. So I used it the week of May 4th, and I really like it. I love the column width. I like tracking what I got going on during the day and putting down priority, things that I need to get done. And see, I had here shred papers. I had that in the fourth category here, and I had to forward plan it. I just didn't get to it. And then I just have, you know, some notes. I did a weekend check. I really like doing this weekend review. And this is last week, or this week. And I like using these clear stickers. They're so fun. I even started putting the weather on the top. And then I'm prepping for next week. I even wrote a quote for this week up on the top because there's plenty of space to do that. And I have these these time circles. I forgot what they're called, but these are from Inkco. And I decided to, because how I use them in my Jibin Tech show, I will put them up towards the top and I would track my sleep. So I thought I would put them on the bottom and just see how this goes for next week using them, because they fit perfectly in the column. And some stickers from Inkco that I had from the Jibin Tech show, the A5 Slim. And I'll just put some things in there. Now I'm going to make these categories. So this is some pre-prep. So that's it, you guys. I hope you liked taking a look at the PDCA system within the Nolty Business Basic Diary. This is A5. Again, I'm using my Hobonichi Cousin cover. Also, too, if you need, say that's not enough, you need dailies. The same way I would use the Jibin Techo is I would have the extra notebooks. You can use Hobonichi Cousin memo books. I like also purchasing these notebooks from Paper Penguin Co. I get her, the paper is Tomo River paper, and I get her bullet journal layout, and because the pages are numbered and it's thin, and I can slide that right in the back. So I take out that supplement book, I don't need it, and also forgot, I'm not sure if I told you there's a pin loop, and I just slide this in there nice and thin for additional, fits perfectly fine in there, additional paper. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. And if you have any comments or questions, I'm not an expert, but do go ahead and post that down below, or just hit the, put a heart or something or symbol in the comment area just to let me know that you're there. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to showing you something else possibly next weekend. You guys stay healthy. Continue to keep yourself distance from those outside of your household. Let's beat this COVID-19 situation around the world, and see you next time.